one of the most important things in bow hunting turkey is the percentage of time that a gobbler sees your decoy and responds to it in a positive manner, comes into it and locks in on it. That statistic alone is probably the most important one in bow hunting turkey. Before season, I got to posting pictures of my decoys on Facebook and on bow site and different media outlets, and seemed like I took a pretty good ribbon about my decoys and the way they look. Like if you don't use a DSD or one of them other top quality looking realistic decoys, that you're not up to speed. Went on into season with my system and started having a little bit of success, but things weren't really clicking exactly like I would like. I had a couple of birds that kind of flared off and didn't really come in, and might have been the birds, might have been the situation, might have been the early season. They just didn't want to come into another gobbler, whatever the reason. My stuff just wasn't working the way I wanted it to work. About the first week in the season, my buddy from Texas comes in, Aaron Barton, and lo and behold, he's got a DSD. And I'd heard a little bit about DSDs from him, how realistic they were. I was easy about it. I said, Aaron, we're going to use your decoy system. We're going to see how it works. We're just going to check these DSDs out and just see how good they are. And if they're that much better, there may be situations where I need to get one and use one. But anyway, we started off using them, and we set up in where we heard some turkeys gobbling, 2 different turkeys gobbling, kind of squeezed in between them. And after a while, one got to gobbling, and we called him up, and he came back up in the woods where we were at, and he saw the decoy, and the DSD worked like it was supposed to, and that started making me wonder just a little bit. I said, well, if this thing, one hunt is not going to prove anything to me, so I said it'll all depend on what happens during the whole hunt, and I hope we get this DSD in front of some turkeys and see if it'll bat 1,000. After the initial success with the DSD, things started turning a little bit. We started getting some gobbler that was looking at it from a distance and just wasn't coming in. The DSD just really didn't turn it on. Didn't impress me the way that I would have liked a decoy in that price range and that quality to work. And after Aaron left, I was really excited to get back in the woods myself and get back after him. Kind of excited to see what Cherokee Sports was going to do. Almost immediately, I found this turkey middle of the morning, set up on him, set my strutter up, set a hen up, started working him. He was gobbling off out there about 100 yards. He had hens with him. A hen would yelp every time that he gobbled, and every time that I would yelp. I started working him, and so sure enough, after a little while, I saw the hens pop out in the road, and I knew he was coming. It was just a matter of time then, and he came out, and he got in that road. And I've had a lot of turkeys come in the decoys, but this was one of the prettiest marches into the decoys that I'd ever seen.
put a hunt and to pile him up right in front of the blind. I'm by myself, toting camera, blind, bow, everything in the world, and I got 4 decoys. There is no way I could tote that many decoys and all the other stuff I got to tote. And tote a strutter, a hard body, if they were hard bodies. It's no way. I just have to use one decoy. I'd be real limited. Boy, that strutter, I started to use just hands. And I said, no, as long as they're gonna come out in that road down there. I felt it. They were gonna come out in that road. And I was gonna need a strutter for the added visibility. I'd already took that ribbon kinda for the way my decoys looked. I'd had a lot of success with my decoys, and took a lot of pride in the system that I've created. I've been highly successful. It's like all that didn't count for anything. That my decoy system was just crap, and that's just all it was to it. I didn't really let that bother me. Tell me the Cherokee Sports Decoys aren't deadgummit. We used DSDs for a few days, and deadgummit, they didn't do it one time. And the Cherokee Sports Decoys have done it twice. I totally understand why people go for the DSDs. I just can't understand it. I can't understand it. My system gave these DSDs a run for their money. It's nothing at this point that tells me that the DSD is better than the Cherokee Sports. Boy, let's go see what we got. Son of a gun. Ooh, dandy spurs. What a turkey. Good hooks. Ooh, he was fixing to get all over this decoy. I just paid $34 for this baby. I wasn't about to let him rip her up. Now that's a true limb hanger, baby. So I guess really the verdict is not out 100%. It's not complete. I'm going to need to get a DSD and use it more next year. I've already got plenty of data with the Cherokee Sports. I've got a lot of kills with them, and I think I just need a DSD next year and use it some more and see if it will up my percentage of times that turkeys see it and come into it.